Hey everyone, how are y'all doing? My name is JT. I'm a teacher by day, a YouTuber by night, and today we are walking through how the #1 balloon player in the world beats the best players in the world using 2.9 balloon cycle. Fan has been the best in the world for seasons, for years, and he shared with me over a dozen replays of him beating people at the very highest points of ladder. This season, Fan has been #1 in the world. And, last season, he got 8th in the world, and we're rooting for him this season. Come on, Fan. We believe in you. We believe in you. Check out his channel. I'll put it in the description. He has some excellent videos there, too, and has high-level games that we can learn from. So, check him out. He's insane. He's amazing. And, yeah, first up, we're hopping into this game against Riley. Ironically, let's say as we put our princess down. Ironically, Riley, he said that this deck, this 2.9 balloon deck, is the hardest deck in the game to learn. And of course he's making it for the content, but still, this is a really hard deck to learn, and I'm so grateful that Fan is sharing this replay with us so we can go watch and learn too, But yeah, when we're watching the pros, there's 3 things I do. Is 1, how do we defend their win condition? So how are we defending our Goblin Barrel? In this situation, looks like we're going to save our Bar Barrel. I anticipate he's going to try to cycle, always have his Bar Barrel in cycle. Let's see what else he does. The second thing is, when do we use our balloon? When do we play the balloon? Here, I'm thinking he plays the balloon because the opponent, Riley, does not have his Goblin Barrel in cycle, right? So when do we play the balloon? The third thing is, where do we place our miner? Right there, he played the miner on the Inferno. Why do you think he played the miner on the Inferno? I think he did it because of 2 reasons. One is it'll not get aggravated by the other tower, right? If you put your miner there, the other tower's not going to hit it while he's working down the Inferno. And the second is, if Riley plays the Inferno really high, the miner can still attack the tower, If you put your miner just straight in the middle, then he's just kind of in no man's land, you know what I'm saying? But if you put it close to the tower, it can kind of do both. So that's my read on it. What do y'all think? I'm going to be breaking down this gameplay. I've played Balloon for a while now. I'm pretty good with it. But I'm also not the best in the world by any means, I can play up on Ultimate Champion, but there's things that I'm going to see that are really helpful, and then there's also things you're going to see that are helpful. And this channel is all about community. It's all about how can we do this together. So please drop your comments below on what you noticed and what you see, and it's going to be a really fun time. So here you go. Next Goblin Barrel, Evo Skeletons. Okay, I was wondering. So Evo Skeletons cost 1 elixir, Goblin Barrel costs 3. That's a 2 elixir positive trade. And they also put pressure on offense, forcing out a log or something. Yes, they forced out a log. So they just spent a ton of elixir to kill Evo Skeletons, which gives Fan maybe a chance. Oh, man, it was close. It was close. And another thing I like to look at in matchups like this, so this deck is really strong for a lot of reasons, but it's weak to, it's hard. It has a hard time killing really long ranged troops like a Princess, Dark Goblin, Firecracker, because our small spells, they don't kill them, right? Snowball does kills half of them, Bar Barrel kills half of them. You know what I'm saying? So the question is, how are we going to take care of these princesses, right? Let's check it out. Lock in. Okay, so we took Bar Barrel on the left, Musketeer on the right. How are we going to kill princesses? They're kind of tricky to deal with. Okay, we got our Musketeer down there. That'll just take it out. What I noticed is he actually takes a little bit of damage. When I play against princesses, usually oh my goodness, we got to take it as princess. All right, mine the bridge. I do everything I can take. He's not minoring the bridge. At least not in this game. He's not pressed about it. Huh. I'm curious about those Evo Skeletons. I wonder if he was trying to predict the princess, maybe? I do that a lot with my skeletons, too. Bang. Why did he play that bomb tower, you think? I think he did it because he had to cycle back. Oh, no, he didn't need to cycle. He actually just straight up killed the barrel. Wow, that's really good because he couldn't princess the bridge either. Wow, that's a pro play. I would never have done that. Ooh, balloon in the back. Why did he balloon in the back? I think he ballooned in the back to outcycle the Inferno Tower. Let's see if he can do it. He also might have been baiting out a rocket, but either way it works, right? Okay, we got a Evo Musketeer, of course, to snipe a building out. The opponent has double princesses. I wonder what he's going to do about those. Okay, Bomb Tower can take out 1. Okay, he had to play another Inferno Tower. So I think that means we're going to be able to break through with our next balloon. Or at least we'll be able to, after a long period of time, our balloon's going to break through. Double princess on the right lane. Is he going to put a knight down to defend? I don't think he has elixir. He can't protect his princesses. Oh, that's death damage for the balloon, right? Wait. Can we get death damage? Yes, we did. A clean, 3-something damage with the balloon. Miner to the back of the tower. Okay, pulls the knight back. I think he's not as pressed about the Inferno Tower because it's not in cycle, right? He had to play his rocket. Good game. And Riley quits. Y'all. Y'all, Fan's insane. He just played Riley. Riley got 2nd in the world finals last year. 2nd best player in the world. And he gives up because Fan outplayed him. In a game with Inferno and Rocket, y'all. This is not easy stuff. All right, Fan, we'll catch you in the next one. Alrighty, y'all. Fan won that last game against Riley by 1. He's bar barreled or Evo Skeletons, the Goblin Barrels. when he go with balloon, he went with balloon when either the Goblin Bear was out of cycle, and then in double elixir he ballooned in the back, right, to outcycle the Inferno. And then he used his miners. He never minered a princess. Isn't that interesting? He always minered either the tower in a random spot, or he minered in that like pocket between the tower and the Inferno. So those are 3 things I learned from that match. What did y'all learn from that match? Well, speaking about playing high level players, if you are not familiar with Bedfist in March finished #1 in the world. And he beat out Mohammed Light. And I don't know if you follow much Clash Royale, but Mohammed Light, he's like finished #1 in the world 16 times, which is like the next highest person's only finished like twice. Mohammed Light's won the whole world finals twice. Like Mohammed Light is insane. And Bedfist won the whole, like was best in the world with Xbow 3.0. Like nobody even, I mean, respectfully, nobody really runs this. Like this is not a dominant meta deck, you know what I mean? But I'll tell you who's dominant. Bedfist is dominant. So we're going to study in this matchup. Okay, #1, how do we defend this Xbow? #2, when are we going to play our balloon? I'm really curious about the balloon, right? Because like breaking through Tesla's archers is going to be extremely difficult. So I would imagine we're not going to be super aggressive. And then 3 is, where do we play our miner? I'm guessing we're going to just play our miner on the tower a lot and try to get chip damage. So it's like a death damage, chip damage game. So yeah, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. As far as defending the Xbow goes, I think when I lose this matchup, it's usually because I get caught. Like, I play a mistake on defense, and then I start getting down in an elixir, and then Xbow kind of just steamrolls me elixir-wise. So, usually I'm also a little too aggressive on offense. That's like, if I was to say, like, what's your #1 reason y'all lose? Like, I tend to lose because I'm really aggressive. Oh, wow. Bedfist, oh, wow. You're like, he's keeping that half-health Evo Archer alive. Impressive stuff. But yeah, again, similar to Princesses, this deck actually has a harder time killing those archers because we don't have arrows or anything like that, which is good. Snowball's amazing, but, you know, just a consequence of the deck. So far, very close match. I noticed he's going opposite lane too. I'm just guessing that's on purpose, you know. I guess you want to do a counter push on the opposite lane if they go Xbow or something. I don't know. We'll see how it works out. How have y'all been doing against 3.0 Xbow? From what I've heard, it's a pretty even. Like if you don't know what you're doing, very hard matchup. Like in fact, you're probably gonna lose every time if you don't know what you're doing. But if you know what you're doing, it's not actually as bad. It's kind of an even matchup. Whoever outplays the other person, wins. Interesting. Yeah, he just puts his. I mean, it's interesting, right? I mean, last game, he used his Evo Musk on the Inferno Tower. I noticed that time he just kind of played in the middle. Are we getting a lot of minor chip damage? Okay, how are we defending? Okay, we got Ice got Balloon. Oh, I see we got Balloon on the Xbow. Intriguing. Barbell for that, and then maybe a little tank for a little bit. No, it doesn't need it. Okay. We use more of a... Can we get death damage? Well, I think it might be death damage. But yeah, we got... Oh, and we kill one of the archers. I see he snowballed the archers into the death bomb. Oh, my goodness. Golly. Yeah, all right, so he keeps playing this Musketeer high to avoid fireballs. I guess that's how you get your Musketeer on the map against Xbow with Fireball. Okay. Play your Musketeer high like that. Even if it has the Evo, it doesn't matter. You want that Musketeer on the map. Interesting. Okay, how do we defend it? Do we do the same thing we did last time? Oh, my goodness. I'm so sorry. I am a Mets fan. But yeah, I'm like, interesting. Okay, so he went Bomb Tower that time, then Ice Golem. Now he's going Musketeer. Okay, Bar Barrel. Snowball, and there it is. Okay, I wonder if he's going to actually be able to kill this Tesla. Yeah, it is. Okay, that was a really clutch. Well, maybe it was a clutch one, so you couldn't put his Xbow down. Yeah. Oh, yeah, also, the commentaries, the gameplay is going to Fan, too. Fan asked for it, so if y'all, if you're all looking for the straight up the gameplay with no commentary, check out Fan's channel. He's going to put that up. At least I would assume sometime soon. I know he's pushing today. Like, he's trying to get top in the world. We're rooting for him. Oh, geez. Can we get death damage here? Oh, we can. Oh, the snowball. Okay. Snowball can actually slow Evo Archers enough. Oh, I like that. So he goes Ice Golem so the Barbell has more health to actually take it out. Interesting. Oh, my goodness. A TikTok. All right. I'll put Do Not Disturb on for the next clip. Don't you worry. All right. Little Evo Skeleton action. Okay. Interesting. Oh, I wasn't even paying attention. Oh, what even happened over there? Oh, what even happened? Did he give up? Did the Musketeer just lock on? He just took out Bedfist. What? Oh, my goodness. Great game. All right, see you in the next one. All right, I rewatched the tape, and Bedfist just missed a fireball. It's one mistake, and it's over. I mean, Fan had like a 1,600, 1,400 lead at that point. I probably had the game in wraps, but still, one mistake, man. But yeah, it looks like he defended. He had like a variety of defenses. He had that Ice Golem Balloon defense, which is pretty cool. He had... he used the Musketeer that one time. I like the Ice Golem where he'd Ice Golem first, Barbell next. There's just a variety of ways. It seems like you want to keep Xbow on their toes, so just change it up. Offensively, he got minor chip the entire game. You got no balloon connections. You know, maybe death damage. Use the snowball and the archers if there's no Tesla. So, you know, balloon a little bit on defense, a little bit on offense. But yeah, that was a really clean game. It seems like that matchup's quite beatable. Okay, now we're up against Royal Giant. So to defend, it seems like, all right, bomb tower bottom left. That'll draw the Royal Giant in maybe as far as you can get it. I noticed that everybody who runs this deck, they always do either a bar barrel or a miner with the bomb tower. So it seems like you need a little bit more DPS than just the bomb tower. So you still got a couple hits. So I'm guessing we'll be putting Musketeers down as well on defense. The Evo Witch, y'all. How y'all been feeling about the Evo Witch? How y'all been doing? Y'all having a good time? Is anybody running the Evo Witch? Ooh, no, I'm just playing it. It's all good. It's all good. That's the newest card. Oh, Evo Inferno Dragon's coming out. I actually feel like that's gonna be pretty good for a 2.9 balloon. It's not gonna really be that big of a deal because the main strength of it is it kills the supporting troops behind, and we don't really have like big tanks that go behind. Oh, we got a hit. We get 2 hits. 2 hits? What? 3? Oh, Jesus! Holy moly! Well, I guess we're about to find out. I mean, we're playing at the top of the ladder here. I mean, is this game? I mean, holy smokes! The thing is, we got to defend. This is a very hard deck to defend against. A lot of y'all been asking how you beat this. Like with the monk, it's like tricky because all of our DPS is ranged attack, right? What's the play here? Probably snowball. Yeah, okay, we snowball. Snowball's really good against the huge pushes because it just gives you time. You know, it slows them down. It does a little bit of damage, but it's like a big log. It just moves everybody back, gives you a lot of time. Yeah, we're actually down quite a bit of elixir here, so. Was it worth it? I think so. We got a lot of damage for it. But yeah, often when you... Interesting use of the Evo Musk. Interesting. I noticed that he does this a lot where it's like he plays it when there's also other... Like he gets it just to get 2 hits. Like he's okay getting... Oh, nice. Oh, did he pull it back? Look at that. Look at that. He pulled the miner back. He pulled the monk back so the tower wouldn't hit it. Wow. And then he pulled it back again so the bomb tower wouldn't hit. I mean, it doesn't have the ability, but you know what I'm saying? Oh, lightning. Oh, it's a lightning. See, this deck is... I mean, we knew that, but this deck is insanely tough. Yeah, it seems like those balloon hits are really clutch early on because it's going to be really hard. It's going to be really hard to defend this. But the thing is, I feel like when they don't have Hunter, we're going to do very well at getting through them, right? Yeah, I noticed we haven't actually played the miner much. It's been mostly on defense. Some matchups, you're going to play miner defense. This looks like one of them. Interesting. Is that an anti-lightning spot? It looks like it because, again, they're minoring. They're pulling the monk back with the miner. Okay. So it looks like the way we take care of the monk is you pull it back with either a bar barrel or a miner. You just try to keep it outside the range of the tower. Oh my goodness, they almost killed the whole monk before it could even cross the bridge like that. Okay. It also just made the push really janky. You know, the witch came in front. That wasn't the plan. Second bomb. We're back. We played an early bomb tower. Okay, early bomb tower allowed us to come back to the second bomb tower. That's clutch. And then, yeah, the bomb tower's still alive to help out with the Evil Witch. Let's go. That's a queen defense. It's what, we got 129. Can we get through? How are we going to get through here, actually? Is it time to go in? Not quite. Man, this is tough. Wow, that was a close call. Holy smokes, that was the riskiest snowball of all time. It was also a very important one. Honestly, I think it's going to win us the game. They don't have anything. What, are they going to lightning that? They have to lightning that, right? Okay, but still, we're going to get death damage. We might even end the game here. Can we get it? Can we get it? And we do. Let's go. All right, so we go in single because they don't have good air defenses. And after that, we defend by pulling the monk back. All right, here we go. We're up against Lucas. Lucas finished 3rd at the World Championships last year, losing to Riley in the semifinals. And here we see him go against Fan. Lucas also, he's finished #1 in the world at the end of the season. Like, this is a phenomenal player. All right, so we're up against a Bridgespam. Their win condition is going to be Ram Rider, and honestly also the Boss Bandit and the Bandit. Really just, there's a lot of pressure coming down our throats, all right? This deck really reminds me of those, like, mid-ladder. This is, like, the ultimate final boss version of those, like, Mega Knight Bridgespam ones we all face in mid-ladder, right? So, like, this will teach you a lot of mechanics of how you can defend those troops, like Mega Knight, Bandit, Boss Bandit that, like, dash and do that type of thing, right? So, yeah, let's see how you can defend those. On offense, he has to break through and execute. Okay, we'll talk about defense. Here we go. Okay. Wow, we're seeing how he cycles. Oh, man, the high bomb tower is really nice because it allowed the Boss Bandit to walk. Something I noticed when Fan plays is he always makes sure, like, as much as he can, he has that Boss Bandit walk instead of dash. And it removes that invincibility frame, and then it also gives you just more time because she's just walking around and she's not dashing. Do damage to ice comps, damage to musketeers, you know, that type of thing. Damage to bar barrels. So seems like we're trying to get our Boss Bandit to be walking. Bang, we go in. Oh, we go in. Oh, actually, why do you think he went in there? I think he went in because the opponent's pressure cards were out of cycle, right? There was no Boss Bandit, there was no Bandit, there was no Ram Rider. And of course, fans counted the card cycles. And so he gets to see, okay, we got to get some death damage, which he did. Now we're winning. So that was really smart. Knowing your opponent's cycle, knowing what cards they have, and of course knowing their deck is essential, especially at the highest levels of ladder. So yeah, it's going to be a little tricky to break through, right? So first up, we check how to defend, and then what time do we go in? It seems we go in when they're, at least in single elixir, we're going in when their pressure units are out of hand. I would imagine putting 7 elixir at the bridge and then trying to defend a boss man absolutely is going to be tricky in single elixir. Let's see. Okay, he had that proactive miner. Okay, it looks like it hit the bomb tower first, and that's just fine. Not a problem. Man, his defense is so strong. So strong. I tend to, honestly, when I face these matchups, he's going to get a hit now. When I face these matchups, I tend to, okay. I guess he wasn't too pressed about that bandit, so he goes in. Okay, we got a lightning. It's going to be probably a little tricky to get damage here. Whoa, hold on here. Look. You saw that barbell, right? Hold on. I saw him have it queued. Is it going to work? Oh, it does. I mean, that could be game-winning damage at this level. Game-winning. Okay. Oh, my God. So, if your opponent has Evil Snowball, have a barbell. Oh, my. Oh, wow. Okay. Have a miner ready. Oh, wow. He put the miner for the... Is it going to work? He put it for the Ram Rider. Again, we're just trying to get death damage. Not going to lie to you here. If we get a hit, we get a hit. But we don't expect that to happen. Whoa, did you see that Ice Golem? Holy smokes. That Ice Golem kept the Ram Rider from hitting his tower. What? I didn't even know it was possible. Alright, yeah, again, he's going in when the pressure cards aren't there, or he has the defending troop. He had that defending Musketeer. Snowball for the Evo Exe. Gonna be death damage, right? Again, we're getting death damage. Oh my goodness, our offense is amazing. And our defense is perfect. Low skeletons. Okay, that makes sense. The executioner can't hit it. Alright. Evil skeletons are coming in. That's probably not gonna be a problem. Let's see. I notice we're going same lane, which is interesting to me. I guess we don't have we got damage, so they're going same lane with us. Good luck breaking through is kind of the approach, it would seem. Oh, wow, the miner went back, and so the boss bandit was walking instead of dashing. Wow. It's those little details, Is he going to protect? He does. Oh, I love how he brings her over to his bomb tower. He brings her right over there. Wow. Okay, where are we putting our miner here, right? That's our third note. Where are we putting it? Yeah, that kind of makes sense. So it seems like he's consistently going for the executioner instead of chip damage. Because it seems like he really believes that the balloon can get death damage. And, like, if your balloon can get death damage, then... Okay, there you go. If your balloon can get death damage, you miner the ranger. That's what it seems like. Like, if you're confident that the balloon can get death damage, you just go for the ranger. Because then the ranger dies. When I say ranger, I'm talking about, like, musketeers, executioners, that type of thing. That's, like, a trend I'm noticing, right? Again, goes for the ranger, tries to take him out a bit. What? Are you kidding me? Oh, that's a sniper right there. I mean, how do you even get that to happen? He got that evil must through everything. Impressive. Oh, we got a lightning coming in. All right, not a problem. Still, that bomb tower's HP. Don't sleep on it. A lot of people be asking me, why don't you run Cannon? Why don't you run Inferno? Don't sleep on that bomb tower. 4 elixir. You got all that HP. You got splash damage. It's so good. It's so good. Also, like, he's making this look easy. This is not an easy matchup. Don't get it twisted. Because the Ram Rider can slow with it. Evo Exe is insane. Evo Snowball. They have a lightning too. It's not easy to get through here. And he's facing... a #1 finish. Like, someone who's been first in the world. Third best player in the world at the World Finals. Like, come on, man. He's making him look like he can't break through at all. And this is not an easy matchup to get damage on, Like, you can see how he's defending. Man, if he can defend this, then we can defend that Bridgespam, right? That Mega Knight's coming down, not a problem. Boss Bandit's coming out, not a problem. We see how he's doing, and we can do this too, right? Man, goodness. He's incredible. Alrighty. I'll see you in the next one. Alrighty, we've beat 3 #1 finishers. Why not do another one? Remy Eli has also finished #1 in the world. Check it out. Phenomenal player. And this right here, it's a devastating matchup. First of all, Remy Eli can get direct damage with the miner. That's tough. He also has a tornado. That's tough. He also has a magic archer and spear golems as defense with a bomb tower. Yeah, anytime there's a ranger Nado in building, it is a brutal time getting through with your balloon. And he has a miner that can get direct damage. So it's just like, man, it's a tough time. And that magic archer, and Nado can line up on the tower and do wicked damage. So we'll see how he defends. Of course, we're always looking at defense. The first defense is magic archer. Oh, nice. That's gonna be. Ooh. That's a really good play. That's the thing is, there's players like Remy Eli that they're gonna have those nice plays, right? Where you're just like, wow. You just don't quite see it coming. Oh, man, if we could only snowball that onto King Tower. Barm Tower there. Okay, so, again, the defense. We're obviously defending miners. That's not the most complicated. It seems like we're going to put skeletons down perhaps late. But the bigger issue is defending... Okay, so there's a miner. There's the they're not called bombers. I always call them bombers. Miner, Wallbreakers, Magic Archer. Wallbreakers, it seems like we're using a building. Miner is skeletons, and then Magic Archer, we just have to always be aware of it. So those are three win conditions to be thinking about, right? Tricky. The next thing is when do we go in for attack? Oh, that's what a micro interaction that is. See, I kind of thought that, wow, that was really nice. And a log instead of a Valkyrie. Well played by Remy. Well played by Remy. Okay, are we going? Skeletons, bomb tower. Okay, so I'm seeing Miner is skeletons, Wallbreakers is bomb tower. That's at least the base defense, right? Like if we have everything go our way, and that's what is that, a 5 for 5 trade? We're still even. Pretty good. Except the Miner's still getting damage. You see why this deck is hard to face, right? Man, I don't know. How is he going to win this? Okay, Ice Golem high. Why do you think you put that Ice Golem high? I think you put it high to avoid the Magic Archer getting a lot of damage. Magic Archer still got like, what, 2 hits, 1 hit, something like that? Ooh, you protected with a Valkyrie. Nice play. Balloon in the back. That's not actually too surprising. People usually put balloons in the back when they can't break. It's hard to break through, and they have to outcycle the building. Like if there's a building in a cycle deck, usually putting it in the back and double elixir is really good because then you have enough either to support it. You can either support it or you can outcycle it. Right? Oh, evil Valkyrie's annoying. Tell you what, it's annoying. Can we get it in there though? Can we get a death damage? At least death damage. We take death damage. Miner in there too. Didn't Nado it. Beautiful. Okay, we got just some value with the evolution. Y'all, when do you think this deck's gonna get its next evolution? Because evil skeletons they're better than snowball. I'll make a video on that at some point. Again, bomb tower for the Wallbreakers. But evil skeletons are now OP, which is fine. But if we're pushing #1 in the world here, if Fan is pushing #1 in the world, his highest chances are if he has 2 really strong evolutions. And I'm not down to skeletons. I'm just saying, all I'm saying is evil bomb tower, man. Come on, give us what we want. Give us what the people want. Oh, now King Tower's up, man. I mean, we're winning right now. Where are we going here? Snowball. Okay. All right. When there's no miner, we go snowball. Okay, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. It seems like we got to save our barbell for the Magic Archer. Like the most annoying card to face here is Magic Archer, right? That's the 4th thing I like to look at. I don't know. 4 things is a lot, but I really like to look at how you kill the most annoying cards. We put miner in that spot. I think he put it there so it's hard to predict, and maybe so we can get the snowball there too. We're just gonna see probably a Nado on a king. Yeah. Oh well. But yeah, I think he put the miner there so it's hard to predict, and then he can snowball everything in case there's spear goblins on it. Okay, we barbell the spears there this time. Skeleton. I think we've cycled our skeletons every single time, right? He went bomb tower instead of putting down a snowball. I wonder if he wants to snowball on offense or if he wants to defend against a Magic Archer. I don't know. We'll never know. A snowball on offense, it looked like. That makes sense. We really need damage, so prioritize the snowball on offense. Bomb tower for the Wallbreakers so we get snowball on offense. Maybe that's what it is. We're going barbell there. Okay. So the question is, how are we going to deal with this Magic Archer, right? The Magic Archer is going to want to line up on these skeletons. Bang. Okay. High bomb tower. All right, I'm learning. You see how most focus on offense. I mean, we're defense. Nice, he predicted it, but then there's the... Oh, that might have been a mistake. Yo, what do you think? We had Evil Musk in hand. All right, let's just watch. Miner in the back. Probably snowball, and that's game. Oh, he didn't make it. Wait, will he still make it? Come on, please. Come on. Yo, let's go. We did it. Let's go. Excuse me. Fan with emotes. Dude, that's an impossible matchup. I think Remy lost patience and went with the Nado Magic Archer. GG's. Oh, man. Do you believe Fan get #1 in the world? If not this meta, in the next couple? I believe it's a brutal meta. But as you can see, we can always succeed no matter the meta. Speaking about tough matchups for the meta, we're up here against Evo Witch Graveyard with Bowler and Minions. So this is gonna be nice because we'll get to see how Fan attacks against decks with Minions and Witch as their air defenses. Not the best air defenses, right? Minions can be a little tricky. We don't have arrows, so what's he gonna do? So yeah, first up though, always first up in my opinion, is figuring out how we're gonna defend this graveyard. And after we do that, that's our first plan. So anytime if you're losing a lot of games, in my opinion. If you're losing a lot of games, I think your first thing you got to shore up is that defense. How you gonna? What's happened? Why are you taking damage? Like I don't mean it in any type of way, but like if you're taking it, this is a cycle deck. Cycle decks, it's defense, and then you just get chip damage. This deck is fun in my opinion because you can also just take the tower in 1 push. Like you're running miner poison, you're not taking the tower in 1 push. It's impossible. More or less. But with this deck, it's like, why don't we loon mine or take the tower? It's possible. But this deck, cycle decks are about defense. So shore up the defenses. That's the first priority. And after that, we'll work on when to go on offense and where we put our miners. Any trends y'all have seen about where the miners are going? What I'm noticing, and kind of what I know also from a little bit from what I've played, humbly. But we're blocking the bridge here. All right, pause the commentary. All right, we're blocking the bridge here. bar barrel for the graveyard. And it's that simple, just a bar barrel for the graveyard. I'm not sure why the... Do y'all know why that... I'm not a graveyard player, actually. I've only played it... I haven't played it that much. But do you know why the graveyard was that low? Maybe it was a misplay. I'm not really sure. But yeah, either way, we blocked the bridge there with the Giant because we had the Musk. I have a hunch. I have a hunch that if you don't have a Musk alive, rocking the bridge with a bomb tower is risky. Oh, we go in. We go in. You know why they went in? I'm guessing it. Can we get that? Can we get a hit here? Can we get a hit here? Oh, man, that's what makes this matchup so devastating, man. Snowball plus... I mean, Evo Snowball is just brutal. It's just brutal against the balloon. Okay, how are we going to defend this Witch? How are we going to defend this Witch? We still got death damage, though, so it was still worth it. It was still worth it. We're defending the Evo Witch. We're not really worried about it right now, it looks like. We might just... Let's kill these skeletons first. We'll take care of the Witch when the time comes. Right? Because you're not going to kill the Witch if there's a graveyard on the map, so... You just got to tank a little damage and deal with it. I hate to say, tank a little damage and deal with it. And that's just Evo Witch right now. That's why this meta is so hard, I think, especially for this deck. This deck, it still does fine. Evo Musk can kind of take her out. And we have the bomb tower. But, everybody's struggling against Evo Witch. It's the best deck in the game. Best card in the game, so. All right, prepare for a big push here. Again, I think that, Snowball. I love that Snowball. Snowball against beatdown, big pushes like that is really nice because it slows them all down. Gives you more time to do damage per second from the Musketeer, the bomb tower. Did y'all know that the bomb tower actually does more damage than a Musketeer? Like a single bomb, I heard this from a claymate. Like the single bomb does more damage than a single Musketeer hit. Obviously, obviously the Musketeer shoots faster, but still, principles. Alrighty, on defense, we're putting a miner. So I always like to see, what are we putting on these skeletons down here? Looks like we got skeletons, miner, or a bar barrel. Musketeer's doing damage to all the tanks. Bomb towers, either blocking the bridge. I don't think you block the bridge without a Musketeer, because then the Giant kills it, and then it's coming on. Oh, here we go. Here we go. How we going in here? We gonna mine on the Witch? Or no, we're not mining on the Witch. Okay, so we mine on the Exe, but not on the Witch. Probably because the skeletons, right? I mean, it's not necessarily rocket science, but still, the minions are still out of cycle, so we snowball early. I'm tracking. We're gonna get hit or death damage. We take death damage. That's the thing with this deck, y'all. Another reason you might be losing is because you're forcing a hit. You're going Ice Golem, Balloon, Miner, Snowball. That's a lot. That is a lot. We might need that Ice Golem for defense, you know what I'm saying? So if you're losing a lot, you might be overcommitting on offense. Take the death damage and then defend. It's better to get a perfect defense or, a good defense. I don't think you're getting perfect defense against this deck. I don't think it's possible against Evo Witch without overspending on defense. But, all right. Wow, this is kind of a struggle. Are we going to take it out? Man, wow. That's something I noticed about Finn that I never do. There will be like a couple Swarm cards, and he'll still put down the Evo Musk. Excuse me. I'm like, what? Okay, we blocked the bridge right there. Make sure the lineup isn't so that the Musk gets hit by the bowler. Snowball again to slow all that stuff down. Gives your Musketeer a little more time. Prevents it from crossing the bridge as well. So we got bar barrel plus mine this time. So it seems like it's a miner plus either skeletons or bar barrel. All right, we're going in here. Again, miner away from the Evo Witch. They don't have a building, right? So we can definitely get in. Are these minions coming down? No. Oh, doesn't matter. Death damage again, y'all. We're just chipping them down. Oh, wow. I love this pressure. I mean, I'm a pretty aggressive player. I love getting some pressure. Yeah, you say pressure, I say when. And, we got death damage again. Oh, I love that Evo Musk. Wow, this is going to be a very dangerous push coming our way. Oh, they go opposite lane. Okay, well, our Musk will kill it. We'll take out the left side. Again, we blocked the bridge. I love how we put a little further away. I'm sure it might help out with the skeletons, perhaps. No. Again, miner again. And that's it. Wow, man. I think we got death damage every time. I don't even know if we got a hit. Y'all, be patient, man. Play defense. Defense wins games. Defense also wins championships. Catch you in the next one. If you want to keep learning about, Balloon 2.9, hop in with the subscription. Here are the things I'm making right now. I got a Path to Top 10,000 in the World series. I put out guides on specific troops. I have a Musketeer one. Next up is Bomb Tower. And then I also do a game analysis of pros like Fan, also like people from my clan, maybe you. Feel free to hop in my clan if you'd like. It's just a bunch of 2.9 players and one toxic Lumberloon player. You know who you are. But no, the vibes are really good. It's a good time. So yeah, I have a Discord as well. I'll put that in my description. But yeah, all right. So here we go. Up here, we're up against Egiant, Lightning, Nado, Phoenix. Does this look like a good time? Yeesh. I got no interest. I do not like playing against this deck. I beat it. I actually have a video on me beating it, but like it's just so annoying. Oh my goodness. All right, so first, you know how we do it. I'll just say the same thing every time. How we defend in the Egiant. Honestly, I think we want to, from what I've done myself, usually you want to be so aggressive that they can't even put it down. Try to make sure they can't get that Egiant down if you can do it. Okay, we got a Phoenix here. We're gonna snowball. We don't have a snowball. That's okay. That's okay. But yeah, that's the. And then of course you gotta get the. Let's see what his building placements are. Did we get a hit? Oh, that would've been nice. I'm curious what his building placements are gonna be. Puts a low ice golem there. Okay, I actually would have put a high one to. I would have put a high one on it. I guess that would have been a mistake. Can we get the barbell to kite it back too? Man, that's just What do you defend that with? 5 elixir? That's pretty good actually. He didn't have to play any of his main defenses either. Okay, knight. I would personally put a Musk same lane. Now what in the world? I was not expecting that. That's not what I would have done. I'll be honest with you, huh? Because if I'm an Egiant player, I'm pressuring opposite lane and then trying to keep it so he can't actually support the balloon. Oh, okay, I see what he's doing here. He's putting her opposite. Oh man, that's tough. Wait a second. What? I didn't even know it was possible. I mean, I knew it was possible. I didn't think that. Oh, we going Evo. Oh, we going Evo Skelly. Split lane push. Okay, we took out the Nado. Was that the plan? Can we get any of these Evo Skellies to the bridge? We got one on the left side. No way. No way. Yo. What? Yo, he did it. He just did it. He just got an Evo Skelly connection. What? Oh my goodness. That could be a good game right there. Wait a second. No way he just did that. That used to happen a lot with the old Skellies. Not anymore, though. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Okay. I don't even know what to say right now. We activate King Tower against Evo Bomber. If you didn't know, that's how you do it. You can put it with any troop. But golly, that's insanity. Okay, so we're going on the tower. Wow, he was able to do it. Oh, I wonder, can you kill an egg with a snowball? No, you can't. Oh, that's kind of unfortunate. Man, this Nado is just annoying. He's got that cannon too. I forgot about the cannon. Whoa! Holy! Did you know that pulled? I mean, what in the world is even that? Okay, so if they put it behind the King Tower... Yeah, that's kind of funny. The player put it all the way on the left this time. He's not trying to do that again. All right, well, he definitely makes sure there's no lightning value, that's for sure. Okay. So here we go, going with our balloon. A naked loon. Is that interesting? Is he going to get death damage? What? He gets death damage with a naked loon. Okay, so he knows he just has a Phoenix. He wants to counter push the Phoenix. So he gets the death damage. I still keep those Evo Skellies. Have you ever got Evo Skellies at the tower in this meta? I actually have. I mean, I guess I've done it a couple times, but it's just, it's less common. It's less common. Okay. He hasn't got any good Golden Knight combos, so we're defending the Egiant with good bomb tower placements, a little Musketeer action. And it's honestly not really that much of a problem. I feel like, again, that pressure is so strong that Mephistos never has enough elixir to fully support. Wow, and he just gives up. Man. Yeah, he never had elixir to fully support it because Fan had so much pressure. So keep the pressure up against Egiant, okay? We face some beatdown. Now it's time for some cycle. Do y'all have an archetype you tend to lose to the most? You lose a cycle, Bridgespam, Logbait, Xbow, Siege. I'm trying to think for myself. I feel like I've been struggling with a Logbait the most. But I've been studying, like, Fan has he beat Ian. And I've been, figuring out, you really want to save your barbell. I don't need to talk about Logbait too much. But yeah, I was struggling with Logbait a bit until I learned how to do it. And then it became quite manageable. And then, yeah, I'm also kind of impatient sometimes. And against cycle decks, you have to be really patient, this game is probably going to overtime. That's what makes a big mistake. Both people are just defending really well, and then you have to be good on your micro. And every single push, if you can get a little bit of damage, it just adds up over the course of the game. So you just gotta be real patient. And I know one of my weaknesses is patience. I tend to be like, I'm getting bored. Loon the bridge. And speaking of looting the bridge. No, I'm joking. He went in there because his hog was out of cycle, so you can just safely go in. That's my read of it, at least. And we got the rocket out. Okay. So yeah, you might see this Evo Exe Nado rocket. Ooh, Ice Spirit. I'll sleep on the Ice Spirit. Ice Spirit's really good, especially the Evo Ice Spirit. Evo Ice Spirit, man. Oh jeez, man, that could be brutal. I got a clip of that later on, and we can kind of learn from. But all right, here's kind of a little reset point. What do y'all usually do at reset points? There's a video named a player named Ryan, Rian. He's a Japanese player. He actually created the deck. I'll absolutely be putting his link in the description. He is cracked. And he made this video with subtitles in English on when to cycle which cards. And the moral of the story is you want to cycle your miner and then cycle your skeleton. And that was before evolutions. But you want to cycle your miner, then your skeletons. You cycle your barbell instead of snowball because the snowball it does something against everything, including bait. Where in air troops, where the barbell doesn't. The barbell gets a little more pressure. And then yeah, he was pretty much arguing that the last card you want to choose between is the Ice Golem and the Musketeer because you already have the other four. Miner, skeletons, barbell, snowball. So you need one more card to do the cycle, right? And he said there it's you either do Musketeer or your Ice Golem depending on the matchup. And I think with the evolutions it's a little more clearly the Musketeer. But nonetheless, that was the cycle Ryan said in the video. I'll put his that video in the description. he's extremely good. I mean, he made the deck, right? He's the one that I'm pretty sure Fan learned from. I think Fan, from my messages, he's learned from him and Elf, who I'll put in the description too. Rocketing the bomb tower. I actually didn't expect that. Maybe I should have. And then he logged the skeletons. This person's good. Viper. Oh, this is Viper. Yeah, Viper's another player who just, like, he always competes for, like, top finishes. Which I kind of think, I mean, everybody here is, but there's some I recognize. Does anybody y'all have recognized so far, other than, like, the, you know, the content creators and things? You know, it's fun to see top ladder. I'm excited for this finish. I'm really excited for this finish. Like, who do you think is getting top of the world this season, huh? Can Muhammad Light do it for his 17th time? 17th is disgusting. Oh, jeez, yeah. I do have a game on Muhammad Light's deck. It's not Muhammad Light himself. I don't know if fans faced him yet, but yeah, Muhammad Light's is like Rocket Cycle deck. It's like really fun. I actually really like it. Y'all like Rocket Cycle at all? all right, let's lock in. Just like last time, we're mining on top of the Ranger, on top of the Evo Exe. This person does have Evo Snowball. They got Nado. We should get some death damage. Don't mind my watch going off. Getting close to bedtime, but do you think I'm going to bed? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. We're making this video. We are making this video. All right, let's see what we got here. And Barbell on there. Oh, it actually still hit the Musketeer. Late bomb tower? Really late bomb tower. Interesting. I wonder if he was like waiting for the log or something. Actually, no, that's something I've done. Like, especially in the beginning of the game, if you don't know they have a hog and you're late. Like, if you try to go for that optimal placement and you miss it, you can lose the game right there. So sometimes I just play it safe and put a little bit closer to the tower. It's just not really worth it, you know? Oh, wow, really good reaction time for those goblins. That was really good reaction time. Pretty impressive. Yeah, this player's really good. Really good. And we're still winning. That's the thing is, like, what I love about this deck so much is that you have the, like, chip damage from miners to win against hard matchups. And then you also have the, like, explosiveness from the balloon to just take it all. And then the death damage is good against every matchup. So it's like, against cycle decks you get chip, and against beatdown decks you can just take the tower. So, you know, or you get chip too. But you know what I mean? Like, who needs a big spell when you have a miner? You know what I mean? Like, but the issue is a big spell is easy to use, right? You can just throw a rocket and you kind of know what you're doing. A miner, you can go on any, like, 100, 200 tiles on the map. So you got to make a lot of decisions. So, all right, working on this. So yeah, anyways, this matchup for defense, we're using bomb towers. They don't have really a great earthquake or anything like that to get through. So they're just going to rocket cycle us at the end of the game. So it's just really important that we... Wow, good defense. It's really important that we play really good defense. That way, when the rocket cycle starts, we already have a lead. And they weren't even able to make it to the rocket cycle because our offense was so dynamic, you know? Just cooked Viper. Viper's a very, very good player. And Fan just took him out. You know, bomb towers on defense, and then you miner a lot on the Exe. And then kind of change it up here and there, too, just to get death damage. All right, see you in the next one. All right, we're beating Psycho, we're beating everything. If you're looking for some more content creators who will help you learn how to play 2.9 Balloon, man, there's some great ones out there on YouTube and TikTok. On YouTube, we got Soto CR. He's making commentary, some really high ladder stuff. He's like one of those, like, I want to say top 1,000, but you know he's one of those players you just like you watch him play and you're like, what? You're just so good. He makes amazing commentary. I learn a lot from him. He's really calm. Like, he stays really calm in really stressful situations. And he just makes great plays. His commentary is really good. Yosu Minion as well. Another player that's just one of those top players that you watch him play, you're like, whoa. He has a great sense of humor. Like, you know, like, I'm always really entertained and I'm always cracking up when I'm watching his videos. And, you know, of course, the content's good too. We got Flinter Z. Flinter Z, you know, the content's really cool. And it's also, like, it's no commentary, which is less, you know, you could say is less entertaining. But it means you can really, really, really lock in and focus on the gameplay itself. So, yeah, Flinter Z is another great creator. There's a couple smaller ones that I'll showcase at different times. I don't remember off the top of my head. But then on TikTok, Louis Balloon, who's second best player in the world at this deck, probably. He has a TikTok where he posts a lot of when he's streaming, when he's pushing. So, yeah, there's a lot of people to learn from. Of course, Fan as well. Fan doesn't post as much, but maybe he will more often. Y'all, go Fan, we love you. But you know, there's a lot of people to learn from. So, yeah, if you're trying to learn a deck, like, this is the one. It's fun, it's really hard, and it can beat every matchup. I mean, what else do you want? All right, here we go. Up against Sparky. I get comments from people here and there struggling against Sparky. And so, yeah, let's see what we can do here. What are their air defenses? They have a Wizard. Is that it? A Wizard Nado. Okay. Mini Peck. We haven't faced a Mini Pecker so far. Mini Pecker just cooks miners, so might be a little trickier to get chip damage, relatively. Especially with that tornado. So this is not the easiest matchup on defense, but we should be able to just really defend quite well on offense if we if we play well. So, I wonder why I didn't use the barbell or skeletons on that. I wonder if he has something in mind on offense. Usually when you save elixir, you want to do a little push or something. Yeah, I'm curious how we'll defend the Sparky. That's like the main thing I'm trying to see is like Defending a Giant's pretty obvious. How do you defend a Sparky so it doesn't just, like, smoke you? Bang, there it is. We got a connection. That, I mean, you get a connection. Sometimes that wins you the game with a good enough defense, you know? All right, let's see. Early bomb tower. Who did I learn that from? I learned that from somebody else. Soto does that, too. Soto was talking about always using early bomb towers. It helps him when he's defending Sparky. So, anyways, early bomb tower. They don't have a Nado, so they don't have a big spell. So, it's okay to put the Musketeer close to the bomb tower. Get that DPS down. We're distracting the Sparky so that the Musketeer can do her job. And then an Evo Musk. Wow, there it is. I mean, that was... Wow. Man, that was pretty close, right? Pretty good defense. Miner in there. Take down some of the daggers. I feel like this deck... I'm not sure. I don't know the exact answer to this, but I feel like this deck's good against daggers because the miner... Oh, there it is. Wow, they just let the Musk go. There it is. Good game, and we were going to win that game no matter what, right? Wow, he just smoked Sparky. You saw how to defend a little bit. See you in the next one. Alrighty, here we go. We're up against Takuma. That's Riley's second account. And so here we go. Our second matchup with Riley here. This time Riley's running a deck called Hypno Bait, which is introduced by a player named Hypno. Might have a YouTube channel. Take a look on YouTube. I'm not sure. But, really good deck. Really annoying deck. This deck, of course, struggles against long-range cards like Dark Goblin and Princess because you don't have that small spell that kills them. So, yeah, we're going to see how we take care of those annoying cards. Of course, the Barrel and the Wallbreakers are their win conditions. So, they just got a lot of spam they can throw at us, you know. So, the question I feel like when I face this is, like, what am I using my small spells on? Because we have 2 small spells, and they have, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards you can use them on. So, it's like, what do you use your Bomb Tower on? What do you use your small spells on? Where do you use your Miner? You know, like, are you minering on offense? You miner to take out one of those small troops? Like, say we're going offense here. Alrighty, do you snowball on offense? Like, what are we using these spells for? So, I'm going to change it up a little bit on this one. Instead of focusing just on the defense or something, what are we using these small spells for? So, Bar Barrel, small spell. I'll stop saying the word small spell last time, I promise. I won't say small spell anymore, alright? Small spells. Oh my goodness, you got to have fun. I mean, what's the point of playing if you're not having fun? Alright, first barrel, we take out our barrel. Looks like we're going Must, same lane as the Valkyrie. I wonder if he's playing a little more passive in single, because you can't break through in single, and he needs that support. And he's also going to get counter pressured, so might need to wait till he has a little more elixir to support his pushes. Wow, man, like Riley predicted that bomb tower. That's what makes him Riley, you know. But also, Fan's not a problem for Fan. Skeletons to keep your Musk alive. Always keep your Musk alive if you can. It'll force out our elixir like that. Okay, here we go. Okay, so it looks like we got Snowball on the gang, Bar Barrel on the main barrel, and then yeah, you just kind of let a little bit of damage happen. Fan knows, like, I feel like he does a good job of, like, against bait decks, especially, like, knowing when to take damage and when to not take it, because, like, you can't prevent all damage against bait. It's impossible, you know. And whoa, speaking of damage, golly, can we get you? Yes. Big. There's a lot of work left to do. But he's off to a great start here. Yeah. So, yeah. I feel like he took that damage on the right earlier, and he was able to punish him for it. Nice. I don't think he took any damage on that one. Will it pull? Won't pull too badly. But yeah, Evo Skeletons are used on barrels a lot, just like we saw in the first clip. Snowball there because the Princess was half health. Do we cycle back to it? Not yet. We're going to go late on it. Yeah, we are. Okay, we actually went high, too. We went high to make sure we get some support for the Valkyrie. We have to play something else. Are we playing Snowball there? We are. Yeah, Musketeer for the... it makes sense for the Princess. Now we're down a little bit of elixir. It's a little awkward right now. What are we going to do in this situation? We got to tank damage somewhere, right? Yeah. Wow. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. So he made sure to keep the right tower alive. Cycled back to his Bar Barrel. I feel like, yeah, if you want to practice any deck, in my opinion, run against bait in your clan. Just, like, face it over and over again, because it teaches you how to manage your cycle. Because this is a cycle deck at the end of the day. Wow, man, he just sniped out the Dark Goblin. I was like, nothing. Took some damage there again. So, Bar Barrel, Evo Skeletons, and then Musketeer for Goblin Barrels. Yeah, I mean, there's no chance of breaking through. I'm almost surprised he snowballed that, but I guess he had to kill it at some point anyways. Are we going to Bar Barrel this? Ooh, wow, nice. Okay, I see you. Musket in the back, interesting. I would not have done that. I'm not saying I was right, but we're going Evo Skeletons, we're going Bar Barrel. Okay, he saw the barrel was behind. Okay. Musketeer will probably kill that Princess, right? Yeah, so he's not have to worry about it. I guess that's why he must cycle the Musketeer. Wow, they anticipated it that well. Okay, Miter chip on the tower. I wonder if are we going chip here or are we going for balloon connections? Fan, if you're here against this matchup, are you trying to get the balloon through, or is it just chip? Because it looks like it's just chip, and that kind of makes sense to me. Okay. Okay, well, it looks like he took some damage on the left, which, I mean, maybe he made a mistake. I don't think he did. Also, y'all, Fan is human. Like, Fan makes mistakes just like the rest of us. Like, he's obviously insanely good at the game, but, you know, he's not a robot. He's going to make mistakes, and that's okay. That's okay. I feel like, honestly, being that high has got to be a lot of pressure. Like, I would like it, but it would stress me out a little bit, because it's just like, man, I feel like there's expectations. Like, I wonder how Fan or, like, any of those top players, like, how do you deal with, like, the pressure of, like, you know, people expect you to do well. They expect you to get a top 100 finish. They expect you to do well. Maybe you just don't care. You're like, hey, I'm me, you're you. I do not care what you think about me. You know, that's probably what it is. But yeah, that's a little bit of stress management. That's like a life skill right there. We snowballed on offense. Bar barreled down there. Tanked to the left side. This is gonna be a really close game. We got snowball. Can we bar barrel that? Yeah, we can. A little bit of minor chip. Let's go. We did it. Let's go. Nice job, Fan. Man. You see how it came down to like 100 damage, man? That's just like 2 minor hits, you know? The whole game it matters. Played, you know. Alrighty, we beat Riley twice. Now we're up against Hunter. Lil Log is Hunter's mini account. And I don't know if Fan has beef with Hunter. You know what that is? That is none of my business. It's none of my business at all. So we're up here against Icebow. You know, Tesla, Ice Wizard, Tornado Rocket. You know, Fan might not want to face this. I think Fan we'll see what happens. Y'all think he's gonna win? I mean, you know, I'll post losses. I'll post losses. That's something I learned from Soto. Actually, Soto posts losses, and there's so much to learn from a loss. And like, we're not perfect, you know. Like, I lose half my game. Like, we all lose like what 40% at least of our games. At least if not 50. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I guess if you're losing 50% of your games, I don't think you'd be playing the game anymore. That would be very fun. But you know, you get my point. All right, here we go. We're going with the balloon. Opposite lane, because that Tesla's out of place, you know, relatively. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. It's just tough. All right, we're going opposite. We're gonna cut. So we're gonna cut with the ice golem. So yeah, how are we gonna defend the Xbow? We defended the Xbow last time, right? What did we do? One of the ways we did was an ice golem with a balloon. We also went bomb tower right at the bridge. We went bomb tower low. We also have a musketeer. We went bar barrel. We went ice golem to tank, then bar barrel. Geez, there's just a lot, you know. I feel like you just gotta study this matchup over and over and over again in order to see all the different ways you can defend. Like, Xbow's a matchup I just like rewind replays, and I'm like, okay, you did it that way. What are all my options, you know? Because you want to be unpredictable. Because if an Xbow person predicts you, you know, they log your skeletons, Nado away your ice golem, and that's game. So you got to be unpredictable. Probably a game where we're gonna get a lot of chip damage, not gonna break through as much. That's my guess. Okay, so we go ice golem, we go bar barrel. We go balloon to tank for the bar barrel. Okay, and that'll do it. Bang. So ice golem, bar barrel, then the balloon tanks the bar barrel. So the Tesla. Oh, whoa, hold on here. A Hunter, respectfully. Wait a second. Hold up. I don't know what's going on, but Hunter does not have enough elixir. Was that a bad offense there? I mean, he went Xbow with the Tesla. Wow, just a naked Tesla. I don't know what that's all about. What? I mean, I don't actually play Xbow. What? Oh, that seems like way too much elixir. He's gonna regret that for sure, right? Okay. Yeah. No, he doesn't even have enough elixir for his Tesla, does he? He's gonna try, but he misses the Tesla. Oh man, that's just devastating. That's game. I mean, you can't come back from that with the Xbow. Well, I guess that's I don't know what else to say, but that's kind of how you punish people when they make mistakes, you know. So you know, when people overcommit, you can fantasy. Oh my goodness. Oh geez, there's got to be something here. There's got to be something here, but yeah, no. That's none of my business. I'm gonna stop talking about it. But anyways, I'll speed up the rest of this. Yeah, I'm just gonna speed up the rest of this. Yeah, punish people when they overcommit. Catch you in the next one. Yeah, I just helped my family move in, actually. My mom and dad moved into a new spot, and so spent the weekend helping them move. Man, the quality time with family, man, it's nothing quite like that, you know? With people you love, with his family or friends. Man, it's nothing quite like quality time, you know? So, I didn't really push this high this season, you know? Honestly, I didn't really push it high at all. Whoa, hold on here. Oh, wow, all right, well, I mean, so much for family. No, I'm just joking. So, yeah, all right, Splashyard's one of the hardest matchups in the game. With Tornado, it's the hardest matchup in the game. Without it, tough matchup. When I've won, they've always overcommitted in single, which just seems to be what they just did. And then usually you can punish them for it. But I don't know if that's going to happen here. But either way, usually they don't graveyard a single. They usually, whoa. They usually wait. You know, you just kind of wait until double and then triple, and then no one can break through, you know? So there's no reason to give them a chance early on. Ooh, we ballooned in the back. Let me think. So yeah, usually I balloon in the back when they can't pressure me opposite lane, and when you need a little more elixir to break through, right? Because if they pressure you opposite lane, then you can't support the balloon. Let's see what the play is. Oh, that's a really good cannon. That's a really good cannon. Well played. Interesting too that the balloon that the miner's tanking for the baby dragon, and then the tower was hitting the balloon. I wonder if was that on purpose? Oh my goodness, that was really nice because it made it like if the baby dragon was killing both the miner and the tower was also hitting the miner, then the miner wouldn't have gotten as much damage. You know what I'm saying? So that worked out really well. Wow. So it looks like that's a good bomb tower placement to defend graveyard. You know how we do it. We do defense. When do you go in? How do you do offense? So on defense, bomb tower right there with the bar barrel cleaned up really well. I wonder what we do when they poison in double and triple. I guess we'll see. I guess it doesn't really matter too much. You know, the miner and the bar barrel will do just fine. So I would must same lane. He does. Oh, and he puts it high to try to avoid the poison. Huh, that's a good... that makes sense. Makes sense. It didn't really work that time. But I guess that's probably the placement we would usually go for. Because she'll just walk right out, right? Ice. Wow, that person was ready. So yeah, that's the miner placement you do when they have a building. Because the building doesn't hit them. So you can get as much chip damage as possible. And against this matchup, you need chip damage as much as you can, you know. As much as you can. They don't have a graveyard, so we're going to get some death damage. I mean, they don't have a tornado. They have guards instead. So guards are not as much of a problem at all to take care of. Yeah, so here we go. Evo Musk. What would you use your Evo Musk for this game? I would imagine you use it on the... Wow, yeah, they were ready for it. I was going to say, I would imagine you'd use it on the Ice Wizard, but... yeah, and it worked. Nice. We're going to get a connection here. I mean, they don't have a Nado. This is why it's good when they don't have Nado. This is why it's good when they don't have Nado. Come on. Get there. Let's go. You love to see it. It's still hard to break through, though. I'm not knocking it. I think most importantly, like, whether they have Nado or not, this game is going to teach us how to defend, right? So we got I'm looking at defense here. Skeletons, bar barrel. Going anything else? Maybe snowball and defense? Snowball and defense? Okay, sweet. On offense? Wow, I should have been paying attention to offense. All right, you'll have to tell me what happened right there. Golly. We just broke right through, and then that's the game. Wow, man. Splashyard's a tough matchup, especially with Nado, but either way, we saw how to defend Graveyard. See you in the next one. All right, we're up against Polaris. As you saw, they have a number 2 finish, I think, in a tournament. But this person's like insanely good. They're really good with this bait deck. And yeah, I think it'd be good fun to kind of see how we counter this. This is an annoying deck for me. Like, I actually don't have a plan. Like, if I face this deck, I don't have a plan. Particularly for those small spells. Against bait decks, where you use those small spells, you know what I'm saying? And then, of course, how we defend mortars. I'm getting better at that now that I'm, studying Xbow a little bit. But how are we going to defend this bait, And any deck that has a miner is always tricky because, if they can get direct damage and we can't break through with a loon, then, our miner and balloon death damage are going to need to be really important. So, we'll see what happens. Are we going our minor placements? There it is. Just like that same Inferno placement as when what was it again? The first game? Yeah, against Riley, against Logbait when they had the Inferno Tower. And there it is, yeah. Because if they go mortar high, then the miner gets damage on the tower. If they go mortar low, then the miner can help take it out. So it's kind of a win-win, right? Wow, what a nice kite with the ice gom. See, there's just so many of those like little mini interactions that I just am not familiar with because I just don't know. Like, wow, look at that. Okay. Wow. Okay, so if you didn't catch that, because he skeletons late, it pulled the skeletons from the king's ability towards him. So they didn't go towards the tower, which meant when he bar barreled, like, it killed every skeleton. Because if he skeletoned early, then the skeletons would have killed them really quickly, then the skeletons wouldn't have came to them because they would have been dead already and they would have went to the tower. Okay, my communication was a little off there, but you got the point, right? Skeletons late was helpful. We're going balloon here. Musketeer got a connection. We're going to go death damage. The other thing is that the Cannoneer is really good against balloon. Like, it's really good. That's the other thing. That's probably the hardest part of this matchup. I would think, because bait's not too bad, but the Cannoneer is devastating. Oh yeah, check this out. I wonder if they're gonna patch that cannon card skin by like next season. You know what I mean? Like, where if you have the star points, it only counts when the the cannon card dies. Cannon card's getting above you. How do you feel about the balance changes? All right, I'll ask that in the next video. We got to lock in. So where? Yeah. What using our small spells? Where are we using them? Evo bats are coming up. I wonder what you do on offense when you have Evo bats because they're a little tricky. Musk in the back when there's a big push. I noticed how he didn't go opposite lane. I would have thought about opposite lane there. I guess we defend first. Oh, I see. We want the balloon to go on the mortar. And then I guess, yeah, snowball helps kill the mortar. Wow, that was a really good value snowball. Okay, I'm seeing. So we're going log on the Spear Gobs. Ice Golem. Whoa, what a bomb tower placement. Interesting bomb tower placement. What if you put it there for the miner? Yeah. Huh. Like, I guess, well, maybe not to catch the miner. What are we going to do? We put the Ice Golem down? Are we put... Wow. Oh, my goodness. Wait. Whoa. Oh, wait. Imagine if Polaris arrowed a single skeleton to get a mortar lock. You know, I don't know if that would have worked, but see, it's these. Does he get it? He got a hit on the cannon. Yeah, I'm really intrigued by how he uses the Evo musket. I have never used it. I haven't seen any of my clanmates do it like that, where you kind of Evo musket into a swarm, and then she still gets a hit on the thing behind it. You know, that's so interesting to me. I'm so fascinated by that. Especially like, how does he know it's gonna work? You know, he's just so familiar with those interactions, I guess. But yeah, it's a close game so far. He's got some good damage, good death damage, honestly. We snowballed the tower there instead of hitting the bats because he knows the musketeers there. Clever. Counter pushing musketeers important here. I'm noticing it also, like if they don't, I know for a fact that if they don't have a big spell like a fireball or something, then it's always really good to musketeer in the back because she's gonna help you with your big pushes. Like maybe the most important takeaway from this matchup is musketeers in the back are really important for the counter push. Maybe that's one of the main takeaways here. Of course they help with defense, but here we go. We got split lane pushes. My least favorite thing in the game. I do not like a split lane push. I have ADHD, so it's hard for me to multitask. At least it's one. I mean, maybe people with ADHD can multitask well, but I can't multitask well. Part of that's because of ADHD, and so I do not like split lane stuff because it's just a lot going on. Like I'm actually really bad at like opposite lane pressure. Oh wow, so busy talking. Wow. You got 2 evil skelly connections in a top ladder. That's insane. Oh man, that's insane. He really did that. Here we go. So we got blue with ice golem. Time to lock in. Ooh, Evo Musk on the spear goblins. That could be clutch, honestly. Like, just one little spear goblin can be all the difference. Okay, we snowball here, right? Yep, I love how he's snowballing on the mortar. That just makes sense, right? Because he hits the mortar at the same time. Are we getting a connection here? Come on, please. Let's go. That's it. Let's go. Man, those Evo Skeletons opposite lane were sweet. He got that balloon connection, snowballing the mortar. All right, I saved what I thought was the most difficult matchup for last. And before we get too detailed into it, I have a TikTok that hit 88,000 views. It blew up. It's the last game from this video. This is my biggest video. It has like over 4,000 views. The last game is absolutely bonkers. You can watch and just skip to the last game if you want to, but if you're loving this video and want to see which one should I watch next, this is the video to watch. It is. I actually spent like I spent like 2 hours editing the last game. It's just cinema. It's just cinema. Anyways, if you're trying it for it, yeah, that's the next. If you want to watch another video, that's the one I would go for. All right, anyways, let's get into this content. Why do I think this is the hardest matchup? Why is this the hardest matchup? We're looking at Hog Exe Nado, Inferno Dragon. And that's not all. Of course, there's the Graveyard. Of course, there's a Bowler, but there's also a Freeze. And the Freeze, first of all, Graveyard Freeze is tough. You know, they're going to get some good damage there, but it's also tough for defense because they can freeze the balloon and the Inferno Dragon can just take it out, you know? So, how are we going to win? And honestly, is this the hardest matchup? Let's see. Oh, wow. Oh, okay, the Nado. I was gonna say, I saw the deck, and I thought it was gonna be tough. I was like, they just have to tank the whole balloon. Silly JT. Oh my, we're down a lot of elixir here. What are we gonna do here? Inferno Dragon's locked onto the tower. It's not evolved though. I think we had a bar barrel in the middle because if we bar barrel to the side, I think the skeletons would have stayed on the tower. Oh geez, tough start against a really tough matchup. How are we gonna win this? How are we gonna win this? Okay, so first we gotta lock up our defense, right? Probably cut this opposite lane. Maybe push the balloon with it. Okay, nice. How are we going to defend? I wonder if we're going to do any bridge blocks. Remember we did that against the giant graveyard deck? Okay. Bridge block. Okay, we're on offense now. We usually, almost every time, we always mine on the Exe, right? Almost every time. Yeah, okay, cool. Because it looks like we really want to kill the Exe. Oh, wait a second. Oh, he retargeted. So you want him to retarget. That's a damage. That's a damage. Nice, we got death damage. Okay, we're finding a way in. All right, yeah, so we're mining on Rangers, it seems like. Evo Skeleton's opposite lane. Okay, cycle him in there. Oh, wow, we just sacking the... Okay, sack and attack, baby. Nice. I actually just didn't even think that was an option for some reason. Oh, yeah, see, that's the thing. He does a really good job of knowing when he could take damage. Oh, speaking of knowing when to take damage. Yeah, that's why the tech's kind of tough. I don't love that Inferno placement, but hey, we got another connection. Maybe this deck isn't as matchup isn't as horrible as I thought it was. I don't know, man. I mean, you see what I'm seeing? It looks awful. Maybe because we can outcycle it, the fast cycle. Maybe if they had skeletons instead of guards. Inferno's in the tower. Y'all, how you feel about the Evo Inferno Dragon? Honestly, I don't think it's going to be that much of a problem, especially not for this deck, because, you know what, it's going to have the same interaction against the balloon as it always does, and none of the other cards matter after the balloon dies. Like, you know, unless it's on a miner, but, like, that's not the end of the world. And, yeah, our Evo Musk will be able to snipe it out just like that, hit a snowball, we're chilling. I don't think it's going to affect this deck too much at all. Okay, so we're not blocking the bridge here. Interesting to me. I don't know. I don't necessarily know why or why not. Oh. Oh. Did we predict the... Wait, I wonder if you can push the balloon towards the tower. No, okay, that didn't work. But we forced out the freeze. Nice job. That'll definitely prevent them from attacking us dangerously. I think we forced them to do a defensive freeze every time. So it seems like in this matchup, you actually want to be pretty aggressive to keep them from having all that spell support for the... Whoa, holy splash damage. Golly, that early bomb tower really paid off. I did not expect that. Okay, where are we putting the miner here? Oh, we tried to go for the same spot he's been going for. It still worked. Okay, it seems like execution... Does that game? Still death damage, though. Okay. Oh, man. All right, so honestly, all right, what do y'all think the hardest match of the game was? I think it was actually the Eli deck, where it was like that. It was Tornado, Bomb Tower, Magic Archer. Because they have 3 ways to get damage with the Wallbreakers, the Miner, and then the Magic Archer Nado. I think Eli made a mistake when he overcommitted. I'm talking about the other game. Let's focus on this game. It's not over yet. Golly, what am I talking about? Interesting freeze. I don't know if all that's not going to work. They're getting desperate. They're getting desperate. You know, this probably is a horrible matchup. I would probably lose it, but not anymore. Because now I know. Fan taught me. Oh, man, I'm so grateful. Thank you, Fan. Thank you for putting this up. Thank you for sending it to me, man. Thank you so much, man. You know, like, the last, 2 years, or the last year, I've been, at least twice a month, I'd look up, complete guide to how to win with a 2.9 balloon, and I wanted to see, look at that ice gun placement. I wanted to see if there was a complete matchup guide for 2.9 balloon, and it just wasn't there. 2 months ago, I created this channel, 2 months ago, I created this channel, and I was like, you know what? Why not? Let's just see what happens. I know I'll have a good time. And here we are, man. Here we are, man. Fan sent me some clips, and now I'm making the guide I've been wanting to have for like a year, How cool is that? We get to do it together. Oh, man. I know I'm not talking about the game, because I'm just excited about this video. If y'all learn, let me know what y'all learned. Let me know if there's any tips that you see. What stood out to you from this game? Oh, it's not over yet. Oh, hold on here, JT. Oh, stop the yapping. We still got 10 seconds left. Is this Miner going to clutch up? He snowballed on defense instead of on offense. Was it worth it? Was it worth it? Can he get damage here? Is the XP going to hit? It's not. Wait a second, what's that? 55 damage? Golly! Fan is too good. Alright, y'all, here's the video up there. I also have a complete matchup guide, Google Doc, in my link in the bio. Hope you have a great day. Let me know if you learned something. Catch you later.